Hi, Right Writers. Cruz here. Thank you so much for joining me. In this video, we are going to be trying to write 160 words in 20 minutes. Typically, the Oxford Test of English allows writers to have 25 minutes, but I wanted to go ahead and shrink my timer to 20 minutes just to see what I am able to create in that within that time frame. I went ahead and started my timer, Right Riders, and right now I have 19 minutes and 26 seconds remaining. I have not read the prompt, although I did copy and paste it, but I really haven't looked at this. So we are jumping in because I am about to have 19 minutes remaining. Again, Right Riders, part of this is just to really put the pressure on for me as a writer and also as a native English speaker. 160 words, 20 minutes. Some companies offer a paternity leave that allows fathers to stay home with their newborns for several weeks while still earning partial pay and benefits. Do you think this is a good policy? Why or why not? Explain your answer. Okay, so the first thing I want to look at, right, writers, is I'm going to say that yes, this is a great idea. And so I am agreeing with the prompt. And in this case, this is a persuasive prompt having you make a decision. Please keep in mind, writing the middle, meaning, well, it depends on the situation, etc., etc. That is not what a persuasive essay wants you to do. A persuasive essay wants you to make a commitment and either agree with the information or disagree with the information or the issue provided. So in this case, I am agreeing that fathers should be allowed to stay at home with their newborns and still earn pay and benefits. And I've got just under 18 minutes remaining to go ahead and start my prompt. So I'm going to go ahead and copy this because I do want to use this as part of my introduction and my conclusion. And do you think this is a good policy? So, yes, this is a good policy. Again, right, writers, right now, I'm just trying to play it safe and stay focused on the prompt. And that is so let's go ahead and define what paternity leave is, just like the prompt did, and then let the readers know that this is a good policy. All right, so let's start with something like, when companies offer paternity leave, comma, fathers are able to stay at home with their newborns for several weeks while still earning partial pay and benefits. In my opinion, or I believe, this is a good policy for it demonstrates when companies offer paternity leave, fathers are able to stay at home with their newborns for several weeks while still earning partial pay and benefits. I believe this is a good policy, for it demonstrates that the importance of fathers, for it demonstrates the importance of fatherhood, of fathers, and their role and their parenting role. And again, I am going to go ahead, right, writers, and copy and paste this again. and make that my conclusion. And I'm going to make my ending idea, though, or my position, my first sentence. And again, I may change up the ending, but at least for now, right, writers, I'm just going to do a quick word count. We're able to see, again, just where we are. And right now I have 86 words out of 160. So with 14 minutes, just under or just over 14 minutes remaining. So, taking it back to the top here, when companies offer paternity leave, fathers are able to stay at home with their newborns for several weeks while still earning partial pay and benefits. I believe this is a good policy, for it demonstrates the importance of fathers and their parenting role. So, my body paragraph should be focused on, again, what my thesis is saying. And so, my thesis is really saying that it demonstrates the importance of fathers and their parenting role. So I definitely want to talk about the importance of fathers. Fathers, fathers serve as vital role models for their children. Oftentimes, they provide, and I want to say something like, that fathers can be strict but firm. They provide a firm yet strict environment. They provide stability. And notice my use of the semicolons, right, writers? And you can use that as a run of, similar sounding sentences, or when you have some repetition happening. So I often like to use them in threes. So oftentimes they provide a firm yet strict environment. They provide stability. And maybe I'll say they provide a strict, um, or maybe I'll say they provide stability. They provide consistency. They provide a strict environment or structured environment. Let's go with that one. And let's see where I am right now, right, writers? 107. Okay. So I sort of alluded to the importance of fathers, and now I can go in for their parenting role. For example, For example, and I was thinking, right, writers, I have 9 minutes and 55 seconds remaining of just this idea, and this is true as far as sometimes the difference between men and women. And oftentimes women are able to multitask and juggle multiple roles, where fathers are not, or men are not as able to multitask as efficiently as women are. And so, but again, to me, that can demonstrate that stability, that consistency, and that structure, because fathers do not juggle so many roles and so many tasks, that they are able to focus on, or have focus on one thing and then do that one thing really well. So I was just thinking of an example, right, writers. So, um, fathers serve as vital role models for their children. Oftentimes, they provide stability, they provide consistency, they provide a structured environment. For example, and maybe I'll focus on the newborns because I mentioned children. So, this idea of stability. So, for example, as the father of a newborn, to bottle feed his child on a consistent basis, just as its mother, just as its mother. And newborns are, I know this sounds strange, but newborns are considered it as a pronoun, so as its mother. Um, so for instance, as the father of a newborn, as the father of a newborn or a newborn dad, or for instance, the father of a newborn will be able to bottle feed his child on a consistent basis, just as its mother. And I was thinking of something that provides stability, but at this point, it's not there yet. So maybe I'll change these. They provide consistency. Notice I'm changing the ordering based on, right, writers. What I'm seeing here as far as like what sentence comes after that. So if I talk about consistency, then I want to make that my first point. For instance, the father of a newborn will be able to bottle feed his child on a consistent basis, just as its mother would, just as its mother, just like its mother. In addition, or furthermore, because it's word count here. So same word versus using it one word or two words. Furthermore, a new dad will be able to the mother of his child 5 minutes remaining, right, riders? Furthermore, a new dad will be able to demonstrate stability to the mother of his child by assisting or of his newborn by assisting with with menial tasks such as diaper changing. Okay, just going to check my word count, right, writers. Again, I have under 5 minutes remaining. I'm at 155 words, so I only have 5 more words remaining here. So I was trying to think of this idea of structured environment. I'm just going to say will bottle feed his child, will demonstrate stability, will assist with tasks such as diaper changing, which demonstrates stability to the mother, which, and I'll just say maybe which demonstrates stability. And in addition, and I'm thinking of a structured environment, um, or see, 2 minutes and 22 seconds remaining, right, writers? For instance, the father of a newborn will bottle feed his child on a consistent basis, just like its mother. Furthermore, new dad will assist with tasks such as diaper changing, which demonstrates stability. Indeed, all of these responsibilities create a structured household. Okay, something like that, right, writers? And again, very, 160 words here, 20 minutes. So just doing one final word count. Okay, 151 words. So I've got 9 words that I can add. I'm at 1 minute and 30 seconds. Um, let's see. I was thinking at the end here when companies offer for paternity leave, fathers are able to fathers are able to highlight or can highlight what it means to be a dad, not only to their newborn baby. 40 seconds remaining, right, riders? But also to the mother of his child. And 10 seconds remaining. Right, riders, 12 seconds. One final word count here. 155 seconds. with basic. Okay, that Okay, so I mean, I still wanted to add in that pay and benefits and just sort of like including that at the end of just like the partial being able to earn, partial pay and benefits is just that icing on the cake. But I really didn't have time, right, writers. So, I was trying to stick with the time frame that I had. So essentially this all is gone. Um, and I still was shy of 5 words. So I had 155 words in 20 minutes. And so, right, writers, I think, again, the Oxford test of English gives you 25 minutes. But because I'm a native English speaker, I thought to myself, I really need to challenge myself and push it even further, especially as I do more of these. All right, right, writers, let's go ahead and take it from the top. And again, check for flow and just see how the essay is looking here. And we will start with the introduction. When companies offer paternity leave, fathers are able to stay at home with their newborns for several weeks while still earning partial pay and benefits. I believe this is a good policy, for it demonstrates the importance of fathers and their parenting role. Fathers serve as vital role models for their children. Oftentimes, they provide consistency, they provide stability, they provide a structured environment. For instance, the father of a newborn will bottle feed his child on a consistent basis, just like its mother. Furthermore, a new dad will assist with tasks such as diaper changing, which demonstrates stability. Indeed, all of these responsibilities create a structured household. I believe this is a good policy, for it demonstrates the importance of fathers and their parenting role. When companies offer paternity leave, fathers can highlight what it means to be a dad, not only to their newborn baby, but also to the mother of his child. Okay, right, writers. If you are like me, you're like, we have an issue, Houston. Um, we have a problem with the conclusion. So, in hindsight, I should have actually flipped these sentences. So, I'm going to borrow this and I'm going to change that, right, writers, because it sounds better in that position. So, let me do that again. I know my timer ran out, but for flow, I want you to understand or hear the difference when I transition. Furthermore, a new dad will assist with tasks such as diaper changing, which demonstrates stability. Indeed, all of these responsibilities create a structured household. When companies offer paternity leave, fathers can highlight what it means to be a dad, not only to their newborn baby, but also to the mother of his child. I believe this is a good policy, for it demonstrates the importance of fathers and their parenting role. Do you hear the difference, right, writers, in that last paragraph? So that's something that could have taken very little time on my part, but notice how it disrupted the flow going from the introduction to the body to the conclusion. So I leave it as I would want it to be, right, writers. Just understand that really the original paragraph had been flipped and you can hear the difference in the flow. And so I'm very glad, again, I made that mistake because through that mistake, the learning is happening. And so, even though, again, as a native speaker, I sort of just zipped through here at the end and thought to myself, oh, my conclusion's fine because I'd already created it without really checking for flow. So it's an example of why it's important to maybe leave yourself with a minute, 60 to 45 seconds just to review, be able to read aloud, even whisper read aloud what you wrote to check for flow. Right, writers, I hope that this task helped you in some particular way with your writing. And I hope that my mistake encourages you to try to finish your writing with and leave yourself about a minute remaining so that you are able to go back and reread what you created to ensure everything flows smoothly. Thank you so much for sticking it out with Cruz here. All right, see you next Tuesday, Right Riders. In the next video, we will be taking a position against the idea, which I'm against going against this idea, but I'm going to do it because it will challenge me. And I'm going to do it in 20 minutes. All right, Right Riders, take care. Hope you guys have a great rest of your week. Cruise out. Love you guys. Thank you for subscribing and for liking. All right, take care. Bye-bye.